Hi students, today we'll be focusing on more problems on section of solids if true shape is given. So we'll go to the first question. It's a cylinder of height 60 mm. So diameter is not given and is cut by a section plane such that the major axis is section plane such that so here there is something such that true shape is an ellipse. So true shape is an ellipse with such ellipse and major axis is 60 mm and minor axis is given as 40 mm. Draw front view, section and true shape. They have added that length of shortest leg is 10 mm. We will see to it. So it's a cylinder and we have to cut out an ellipse from a cylinder. So we have to cut out an ellipse from a cylinder. How to cut an ellipse from a cylinder? First we will see how to cut an ellipse from a cylinder. See. So roughly I am drawing. So this is a rough figure. So cylinder means top view, cylinder resting on HB, front top view and front view I have constructed. This will be your top view and front view. If you have to form an ellipse, see, you have to cut through the faces. See, so this will form your ellipse. If you cut like this, you will get an ellipse, right? So here this will be true length. Now this will be full sectional view. Now if you draw the true shape, so I will be drawing here itself. If you draw the true shape, see, if you draw the true shape, you will get an ellipse like this, right? You will get an ellipse like this if you draw, and on this ellipse this will be your major axis, right? This will be your major axis, that will be equal to this length. So major axis length will be equal to the sectional plane length, cutting sectional plane length. Now this will be your minor axis. See how you have obtained this minor axis, think about it. So here, see, this is center point. So obtaining this, you are drawing from a perpendicular from here and you have to take this xy distance. See, take this distance and cut it here. Same, take this distance and cut it here. That means the same distance which I am showing here as a perpendicular line, this line which I am showing, line, the same distance you are obtaining here, right? Don't look at the figure, it's a rough figure. So this same figure, same distance you will be getting here. That means if you cut an ellipse from a cylinder, then major axis is equal to what? Major axis is equal to, see, this length, that is section plane length will be equal to major axis. This section plane length will be equal to section, that is VT will be equal to your major axis, and minor axis is equal to what? The diameter of the circle. Minor axis will be equal to diameter of the circle. Now coming back to your question, here they haven't given the diameter, instead they have given what? Minor axis. So minor axis is equal to 40 mm means your diameter of circle will be equal to minor axis. So if minor axis is given means no need to give the diameter. If they have given the diameter means they will not be giving the minor axis. So either minor axis or diameter will be given. Now one more thing you have to note, see here they have given length of shortest leg is 10 mm. That means here you are having two legs. This will be one leg and this will be second leg, the distance of two legs. That is after cutting you will having two legs here. So shortest leg means they have given this distance. So from taking this distance you have to start and you have to cut the cutting plane. So this distance also they have given. So you can easily draw it. So I am going to draw it. So first draw the XY line. Now what you have to do? Draw a circle taking diameter is equal to minor axis. So the diameter of circle here, the diameter is equal to 40 mm, that is minor axis of ellipse. Kindly note, diameter is equal to 40 mm, which is the minor axis of the ellipse. So take 40 mm and construct the, how you obtain 40 mm? It's the minor axis. So diameter will be equal to minor axis. Now divide this into 8 equal parts. You already know. Name it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now project upwards. Now height is given, right? Height is 60 mm. So take 60 mm and construct the rectangle. So this will be light lines. This will be one generator. So we have to draw generators in order to obtain the cutting section plane. Now what you have to do? See, now they have given the section. Now they have given it's cut major axis. Now we have to draw the section plane, that is taking major axis. So for that, first we are going to take the shortest leg. They have given the shortest leg. So from here, shortest leg is 10 mm, means from here take 10 mm and find the corresponding point. So I have taken 10 mm on this leg and corresponding point will be this distance. Now they have given major axis as 60 mm. See, this section, the line which you have drawn, take for obtaining section will give you the dimension of major axis. So here they have given major axis is equal to take 60 mm. So take length of major axis on compass, let it be 60 mm. So I'm arbitrarily taking it. So take 60 mm on compass. What is 60 mm? 60 mm is the length of the major axis. Take length of major axis. Now from here cut like this. From here cut like this. So you have obtained like this. So this will be your point. Now complete the figure. So this will be your right section is fully sectioned. So rub off all the full portions now and obtain the points. Now what you have to do? You have to draw the true shape, right? So from here you have to draw perpendicular lines, taking perpendicular lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I am taking a line outside the ellipse, parallel line to this line. Now take this distance. A will be take distance of A to XY line, cut it here. Distance of H and B, cut it here. Now distance of G and C, cut it here. Similarly, this G and D, cut it here. So you will get an ellipse like this. So I am roughly drawing it. You can easily get an ellipse. So you will get an ellipse like this, which major axis will be equal to this length and minor axis will be equal to your diameter. So I am roughly drawing this because you already know how to draw the true shape, right? So after this you are able to simply you can draw the true shape. If they are asked to measure the inclination, means you can measure here and find the inclination. Now one more thing I want to tell you, if they haven't given the if they haven't given the height of the cylinder, means you can arbitrarily take any height. You can arbitrarily take any height in such a way that you have to cover this distance. Minimum height is this distance. So minimum height is this distance. Now we will go to the second question. So the second question is basically a square pyramid. See, they have given a square pyramid. So this already we have seen a square pyramid, how to cut a trapezium from square pyramid. It will be very easy for you. A square pyramid 40 mm at 60 mm height is cut by a section plane such that true shape is a trapezium of opposite 4 sides equal to 20 mm and 30 mm. So how to obtain? So first we will roughly draw how to obtain a trapezium from a square pyramid. So how to obtain trapezium we will see. See, we will be placing the square pyramid like this. So we will be placing the square pyramid like this. Axis will be like this, square pyramid. So in order to obtain trapezium, we have already seen, right? You see the lecture 2, I think we have seen trapezium. So cut like this, you will be obtaining trapezium. So if you are cutting like this, you will be obtaining trapezium. This cutting plane means projecting here, you will get here and here. Second, this plane will be here and here. You will get like this. 1, 2 trapezium you will be getting like this. Now two opposite parallel, they have given here two opposite parallel sides. That is two opposite parallel sides. These are inclined sides, and these two will be representing the two opposite parallel sides. So they have given these two sides. Actually, what is the means? You already know the property. How these two lines are actually perpendicular, right? That means these two lines are actually true length lines. That is, these two lines actually represent the true length of the true shape. ഇത് രണ്ടും actually true length ലൈനുകളാണ്, perpendicular അല്ലേ. So what are true length lines? This inclined section line and also perpendicular lines are true length lines. So these two are actually true length lines. So you can directly draw 40 and 20 from here. So based on that principle, we can start drawing. It's very simple. So first draw XY line. Now what you have to do? Draw XY line. You have to draw square pyramid. They have given 40 mm heights. So take 40 mm. Arbitly I am roughly drawing. So take 40 mm. Complete the square. Very easy for you. Now draw the diagonal. It's a pyramid. So this will be visible. Name it A B C D O P. Now project upwards. This will be axis line. So simple axis line. Axis is given. How much? 60 mm axis. Cut on that. Now complete your front view. This will be B dash A dash. This will be representing B dash A dash. And this will be representing D dash C dash, and this will be your P dash. No. So we have to cut it. Now we have already drawn the square pyramid and we have marked the portions. See, now we have to draw the two opposite parallel sides. See, two opposite parallel sides are 20 mm and 30 mm. So these 20 mm, either you can take this one as 20 and this one as 30, or you can take this one as 30 and this one as 20. Then the plane will be like this. What is that much difference? So I'm taking this as 30 and this as 20. So how to draw it? So for that you have to draw a line parallel to, see, I'm drawing a central line to mark this. So this is central line parallel to XY line. So here mark, take 15 mm. So take 15 mm on both the sides. So we are taking 15 mm above and below. So these both are 15 mm. So I am marking here. So this distance will be equal to 15. Also this distance will be equal to 15. So correspondingly obtain the figure. Now if you draw a perpendicular line, that line will pass through the same 2 points, and this will be your first point. So you have obtained the first point. Now similarly here, take how much? Instead you have to take 10 mm towards the both ends. So here, if your central line means this distance will be equal to 10, also this distance will be equal to 7. So 10 mm above and below. Similarly project to the faces. Now draw a projection line to this point. See, so you have obtained these 2 points. Now you can draw the section plane. This will be your section plane, and this will be the inclination of section plane. If they have asked, you can tell it. Now you have obtained the true shape, right? 4 points you have already obtained. These 2 points, join these 2 points, this, and rub off the center portion and draw the section line. Rub off the center portion, then draw the section line. You obtained, right? Now at the end what you have to do? You have to draw the true shape. It's very simple, which you have already drawn, I think so. So draw the true shape. Draw 2 projection lines, draw 2 perpendicular lines, and away draw a line parallel to XY line. Sorry, draw a line parallel to your section plane. Now take the distance of XY line to this. You have 2 points here, so take like this, and here also you will get 2 points, and you will get a section like this, trapezium. You will get a trapezium like this. Section it So this completes the second question. Now we will go to the third question. So what's meant by, so check the third question. So third question is a bit different one. So I'll tell you how to draw it. It's very simple actually. So here they have given a cube of 40 mm edge resting on HP and is cut by a section plate such that true shape is a regular hexagon. So how to cut a regular hexagon? So I will not be solving. So we will be directly going to the problem. We will not be roughly cutting it. Instead we will be directly going to the problem. I will show you, means no need to worry about other things. There is a procedure for cutting a regular hexagon from cube. I will tell you that. So directly we will be going to the problem. So say a cube, right? So I'll draw XY line here. Now cube of 40 mm edge means, so you have to draw, first you have to draw a 40 mm square outside. So now draw a 40 mm edge square outside. Why? So I'm going to draw an equally inclined position. So for that purpose we are drawing to a square outside our reach of figure. Now take the half of the diagonal or the compass. Take half the diagonal on the compass. Keep it there. Now what you are going to do? Draw two perpendicular lines. One line which is perpendicular to XY line and another line which is parallel to XY line. So parallel to XY line, perpendicular to XY line. Now what you have to do? We have already taken the half of the diagonal. So cut it here on. So I'm reducing it in order to obtain 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and complete the square. So you have obtained the square. Now correspondingly project it upwards. Project it upwards. You already know 40 mm. Take 40 mm. Height is equal to the base edge. Take 40 mm. Complete the square. This will be representing the square. You can name it A1, B, B1, C, C1, D, D1. This one will be A dash, B dash, D dash, C dash, A1 dash, B1 dash, D1 dash and C1 dash. So you have already named it. Now how to cut a regular hexagon from cube? So I'll tell you the procedure. How to cut a regular hexagon means, see, take half of, that is 20 mm. Take 20 mm here, half of the edge here. So take half of the edge here. Similarly mark half of the edge here also. Take half of the edge here, half of the edge here. So what I have done, I am naming here. So here we have taken 40 by 2, 40 by 2, that is 20 mm, half of the edge. So find the center of this edge, also find the center of this edge. So this will be equal to 20, right? 20 by 20, half of the edge. So take the half of the edge. So project one to the bottom base and other to the top base. Project one to the bottom base and other to the, so if you are projecting from this point to the bottom base, you have to project this to the top base. Or you can do it reverse. That is, if you are projecting up to the here to the bottom base means this you have to project to the above base. So these 2 points project. Now this will be your section plane actually. So basically speaking, this section plane will be cutting this edge at a half distance, cutting this top base at a half distance. Similarly it is also cutting the middle edge at a half. Also it is cutting middle edge by half. So it automatically comes. ഇവിടെ പകുതിയിൽ ഈ A dash B dash ന്റെ പകുതിയിൽ കട്ടി, അതാണ് ഇവിടെ B dash C1 dash ന്റെ പകുതിയിൽ കട്ടിയും, അതാണ് ഈ നടുക്കത്തെ ലൈൻ ഇല്ല, ആ ലൈനിന്റെ ഹാഫിലൂടെ അത് പാസ് ചെയ്യും ഓൾറെഡി. അത് നിങ്ങൾ ഹാഫ് മാർക്ക് ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല, ഓൾറെഡി ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഗോ ടു ദിസ്. So this will be how to cut a regular hexagon. So we already, I will tell once more. For cutting a regular hexagon, what you have to do is, For cutting a regular hexagon, you have to what? You have to find the half of the base edge, half of the base edges. So you have to position it in equally inclined position. Half of the, take half of the bases, then project one to the top base, bottom base, and project other to the top base. If you are projecting first one to the bottom base, you have to project the next one to the top base, or reverse you can do it. Now we will find the corresponding points. If this point is cutting, means it will be cutting 2 points, right? Here also it is cutting. Similarly, here also it is cutting. Here it is cutting on these 2 points. That is, here it is cutting on B1 and D1. That is these 2 points. So your hexagon will be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be your hexagon. See, this will be your hexagon. Now you have to draw the true shape. For that, what you have to do? Draw perpendicular line. So from here also draw perpendicular line. So here also. So there are 3 points. 1, 2, 3 points. So we are having 3 points. Now draw a line parallel to this line. Draw a line parallel to this line. Now you can draw the true shape. How? Take this distance. Cut it here. First point you will get. Take this. Similarly, take, see, already you know this. Take this distance. Cut it here. Now take this distance. Cut it here. So similarly you will get a point here, a point here, similar points. Now you will cut a point here and here, and by joining all these you will get a regular hexagon. After joining this, it should be a regular hexagon. If it is not a regular hexagon, means your parallel lines and perpendicular lines are got something wrong, or this half distance you have taken something wrong. So you will get a regular hexagon like this. On the true shape you will be getting a regular hexagon like this. Now they have asked to mark distance. This will be the, if x, measure x, x will be equal to the length of edge equal to mm. You have to find how much mm. Now measure this angle and theta, that will be equal to inclination. These two they have asked in the question. See, regular hexagon, find the side of hexagon and inclination of the cutting plane. So this is a method for find. These are 2 specific questions. See, this regular hexagon and parabola, which we have seen in the previous video. These are specific questions, 2 important questions. Now we will move to the 4th one. See, here they have given a square prism and it's cut by a section plate such that true shape is a irregular hexagon of 2 opposite sides equal to 20 mm and other 4 sides equal to 40 mm. So we will see how we will be cutting that. So first, roughly we will see how we will cut a irregular hexagon from a square prism. So I am going to draw a square prism first, primarily. See, roughly we will be drawing. So I will be placing in equally inclined position. So of square prism, project it. This will be your square prism. So for getting a hexagon, you have to similar method, that is cube, similar method. You have to start from here. It should pass through this and it should pass through this. So you have to cut like this in order to obtain a hexagon. See, you have to cut like this in order to obtain a hexagon, and from here you will project, you will get these 2 points. From here you will project, you will get these 2 points, and these 2 points will be these correspondingly. So you will get a hexagon like this. So you will get a hexagon like this. Now see, this line will be true length, right? These 2 lines will be true length. So here kindly note that here height of the prism is not given. Height of the prism is not given, and they have given irregular hexagon of 2 opposite side equal to 20 mm and other 4 sides equal to 40 mm. That 2 opposite side will be these are the 2 opposite sides, right? 2 equal and opposite sides, and other four sides will be equal. See, these two sides will be similar, right? Other four will be similar. These two are opposite two equal sides, and other four side will be representing here. So these are 20 mm, and these two lines are true length lines. Now see, here we are having more hurdles. Why? Square prism, basically square prism edge is given. So we will try to start, and we will solve it. See, it's in a special manner I am going to solve it. So for that, you already know how to. First we will start with drawing a square of 40 mm edge. So draw a square of 40 mm edge. Then what you have to do? You have to find the diagonal, and I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw XY line like this. This will be your XY line. Now what you have to do is you have to take the half of the diagonal and keep it there. Now I will be drawing two perpendicular lines. So this will be perpendicular to XY line, this will be parallel to XY line. So taking compass, what you have to do, cut on the four sides. 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you have drawn the square prism of 40 mm edge. That's given in the question, right? 40 mm edge is given in the question. So we have drawn a square of 40 mm edge. Now what to do? See, you are not given any height. So you can name it. This one will be A1, B B1, C C1, D D1 while projecting. This one will be A dash, this one will be B dash, D dash, and this one will be C dash. Now we are stuck. We are stuck, right? Now we cannot project it beyond this because height is not given. Now what I am going to do? See. Now we can draw two lines here. How? Actually they have given two opposite sides equal to 20 mm. Two opposite side equal to 20 mm. So what you are going to do is, so from this line what we are going to do is take 10 mm towards both the sides. Take 10 mm towards both the sides, and correspondingly we will be projecting it. See, so it will be better to take 10 mm here. So it will be easy for you to take 10 mm here. From the center, take 10 mm towards both sides. So from the center, take 10 mm towards both the sides. Draw horizontal line. That is, actually this distance is equal to 10 mm. This distance also equal to 10 mm. Take 10 mm towards both sides. You will be getting 4 points. That is, we have obtained this section. This will be your irregular hexagon. You have obtained the irregular hexagon. So while hatching, you will be getting, this will be your irregular hexagon by taking 10. So these two are true length, but these are not true lengths. Now, now our aim is to find the true shape. If you know the true shape, see, if you have constructed the true shape, that is, see, if I am this, actually this one is your regular hexagon, right? So if I am able to, this is two opposite side will be equal to 20 and other four side equal to 40. Like this, if I construct a true shape, these two four sides equal to 40 means, so I have constructed the true shape means this length, this height will be equal to the section height, right? Sectional lines height of sectional line. So this sectional line height is representing actual distance between these two parallel edges, right? Actual distance between these two parallel. See, this parallel edge is the point here, the opposite parallel edge is the point here. So the distance between these two parallel edges is actually represented by the section line distance, this distance. So if we can obtain this distance, then what we can do is we can form this line and we can find the height. But how to draw the true shape? That is our next aim. How to draw the true shape? So from here itself I am starting. So I am going to draw the true shape. I am extending this. Extending this. So I'll start here. See, this is here one edge. Now, so here I will tell you. I'm going to tell you something different. See, if I am drawing 40 mm like this, now I take an angle. I will draw a line 40 degree, and also take same angle 40 degree. Like this, I can complete it, right? Next, similarly, I am going to take a larger angle. Then only then also I will get 40 mm, right? So I can obtain infinite number of hexagons like this. Now, how to obtain the exact this hexagon which should be cut on our irregular, which is our irregular hexagon, which we should draw. How to obtain that? For that we need one more true length. That's why I'm going to tell you. Here we are going to apply what we have told earlier. That is there are two true lengths. One is this section line, other are perpendicular line. See, this line BD is actually a perpendicular line. So this line is actually a perpendicular line. So the distance between, if you draw this, the distance between these two corners, if you, after drawing this irregular hexagon, if you draw a line like this between these two corners, this line should be exactly same as this line, right? Actually this is representing true line. So for that purpose I am projecting from here. See, same way we will draw a line parallel to XY line from here. Also we will draw a line parallel to XY line from here. See, so we have drawn two lines parallel to XY line from these 2 points. So because that is representing the true length. Now what I am going to do is I am going to take 40 mm on compass. Take 40 mm. See, measure and take 40 mm on compass. And already we have drawn one parallel side, right? So from here cut on our projected point here. So cut on our projected point here. So take 40 mm, cut on these 2 points. See, now after obtaining these 2 points you can join it. See, now see, this actually we have projected from here, right? So this line and this line will be same because we are drawn because we have projected from here. Since we have projected from here, this true length remains here. Now it is very easy for you. You have already obtained the point. Now same, the reverse we have to do. What this projection, we are extending the parallel lines, the opposite line. But already 40 mm is on your compass. From here cut reverse. So you have, for taking 40 mm here, so reversely, and you will get, so 40 mm. So 40 mm line here also 40 mm line. So this is the true length. So why we have started from this projection? Basically we are not drawing the true length like this, but we are drawing true length like this because we are not able to draw the true length. Otherwise, this means we have to take directly this true length, that is the middle distance between these two corners. So it will be easy for us to project from here rather than drawing it separately. So you can draw it separately, no problem, but it will be easy for us if you project from here itself. It's better understandable also. So now section it. See, now measure and find this h. I am taking h approximately equal to some distance. So I am measuring it as h1. So this is your H1. H1 is representing distance between two parallel opposite and equal parallel edges. That means distance between two equal and parallel edges will be actually represent, that is this distance, actually true length of distance will be covered on your section line. So what I am going to do is, see, listen carefully. First we will project from this point. See, we will project this point. Now next end point is this one. We will draw a line, projection line from that point. Now measure this distance h, measure the distance h. So from this corner to this corner you can measure, right? From I, or from this corner to this corner, both will be same. So this corner to this corner, this will be your height. So I have taken height on compass. Now these are the projection line. One is here and other is here. So distance, these two edges, two parallel edges. One parallel edge is projected to the bottom base and other parallel edge is projected to the top base, same as the regular hexagon which we have obtained previously. Now take this point and we have taken this H1 and cut like this. So I am showing the, in order to, so this radius equal to H1. This radius will be equal to H1. Now I will be drawing the section line first. This will be your section line, right? So see, this section line is on your top base, right? That section line is on your top base. So this point is representing your top base. That means draw a line parallel to, by see, you are using roller scale, draw a line parallel to this XY line passing through that point. Now complete this square. See, it is over, center edge is also there. Okay. So we have completed. So we have already drawn the true shape. No need to again draw perpendicular lines and draw the true shape. So this one is your final answer, and you can name also. You can give the names here. This one is A1 dash, B1 dash, D1 dash, C1 dash, and they have, if they have asked the inclination, means you can find the inclination theta. Now if they have asked to find the height of the prism, means see this one, you have to name h. So theta is the inclination of cutting plane, is equal to how much? Now h is equal to height of prism, is equal to h1 is equal to distance between two parallel edges or height of irregular hexagon is equal to how much? Find it and complete this. This will be your, so once more I will tell you. First we have drawn a 40 mm square. Now we have taken 20 mm, that is 10 mm towards each end. We have completed this irregular hexagon on true shape, not true shape, in the top view. Now from here 10 mm we have projected and found out the one edge, that is true length already. Now in order to take this 40 mm, in order to draw this 40 mm, we already know that this line is also a perpendicular line. This perpendicular to XY line means this is true length. So we will be projecting from here, that is parallel to XY line. Draw two lines parallel to XY line to this. Now from this point cut 40 mm towards these two ends. So we have obtained half. Now already this two parallel side we have projected, right? This extend it and cut it reverse 40 mm. Do not obtain complete the figure. Now take this distance h1 and place the compass. Means take this distance and keep the compass aside. Now from here project to this point, and from here project, draw a projection line. Let it be there. We don't know exact length. So take the compass, take this distance. From this point cut it here. So we have already obtained section point. Passing through this point, complete the prism. I think you can able to. So now from next video onwards we will be moving to development of solids, and after completing development of solids we will see some more problems on section and development quickly. Thank you for listening.